How'd it go?
It was good. It's good to work with Cam. You know, you kind of play off each other. You know, his strengths, my strengths. So, you know, being able to run the pick and roll with him and you know, show the versatility and then, you know, the leaping ability, you know, the finishing, the hands, the footwork, the speed, and everything. You know, plays right into, you know, what the Kings do. So, man, I thought it was, you know, a really good workout.
Are all these workouts the same? Are they all different? How do they all compare?
It's only my second one, but I mean, they've been different. Kind of just depends on the team, you know, what the team, how they run, how they play, kind of dictates the workout. So, you know, the Nuggets, we did a lot of, you know, a little bit of everything. And here was like, you can tell this is what, you know, what they do. You know, run in transition and, you know, be able to score fast. You know, talk to coach. You know, his thing is, you know, play really fast, but play under control and still do the things that you're good at. So, you know, run the floor and then catch it and have to make a quick decision on either passing it, shooting it, or, you know, pick and roll off of it. I mean, just a little bit of everything, but everything's just fast and at a different pace.
Did they have you do much shooting, solo shooting?
Yeah. They, in the whole, you know, first 20 minutes was all shooting and finishing and stuff.
That's what everybody seems to be talking about is, you know, here's a guy that's a top 6-7 pick for sure, great defensive player, great athlete, great rebounder, can block shots, but his shot, is that
gold.
fair?
Shot's gold.
Golden?
Yeah. I mean, I think, you know, a lot of people don't know it, but they're going to find out. You know, I'm capable of shooting the ball. I shot the ball really well today, and I shot the ball really well with the Nuggets. And, I mean, that's one of the things that I'm excited to come out here and show. Is like, you know, everybody slept on my offensive ability, but they're going to find out.
What's your range? Would you say your range is? You're comfortable shooting the ball? How deep is it?
I mean, there's nowhere where I'm not uncomfortable shooting. I mean, you can shoot it. Just shoot the ball.
Willie, does that mean that, you know, what they saw at Kentucky, that you have a lot more to offer than what people may have seen?
Yeah, I mean, we had 10 guys that are, you know, going to go to the league. Everybody had a role. My role was to hold down the defense. You know, I was a leading scorer for the first half of the season. Nobody takes that into consideration. Like, I was still leading scorer. I was still one of our top 3 scorers at the end of the year. And I held down the defense, so that was my role. And I kind of, you know, fell back on, you know, I didn't need to shoot the ball every time. I mean, I showed, you know, I could knock down a jumper, but people say, you know, is it consistent? But that's going to, you know, if I didn't shoot 25 times, then, yeah, okay. People are going to say that. Like, statistic-wise, yeah, it's going to show that, well, he can shoot it, but we don't know how, you know, confident he is in it, or if it's like that all the time. I mean, that's how it is. That's what they're paid to do. You know, analytics is that's what they're supposed to do. But, you know, I'm comfortable in my shot. I know I can knock it down. And that's you know, really all that matters.
Can you see yourself playing next to DeMarcus, next to Cousins?
For sure. I mean, that's a force. And, you know, we both, you know, play for the same coaches. Got the same stuff. No, he's actually in China. So I didn't get a chance to, you know, connect with him out here, but he's been around Kentucky a lot when I was there in the last 3 years. And I've had a chance to, you know, sit down and talk a little bit. But
how do you think your game complements his game?
You know, he can do a little bit of everything. He's more of a power guy, more of, you know, finesse, get out and run and do a lot of stuff and using my speed and quickness. And, you know, he's more of a guy that's going to bang with you, you know, get mean and do a lot of stuff like that. So we kind of just complement each other off rip, kind of polar opposite.
You said you went to Denver before here. Where are you going after this?
I think the Knicks.
That's all you got scheduled right now?
On the Knicks, and then either, I think, Charlotte, Orlando, and Miami.
Willie, leading up to the second workout, you have been talking about your shooting. That's something that you've been really focusing on, going into these workouts, shooting well.
Sort of, but I don't know. I've been like shooting like that for a while. I mean, even at Kentucky, I'd be in there at, you know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, just, you know, shooting jumpers, getting 600 jumpers up a night. And now it's just I get to put it in effect, and I think, you know, a lot of coaches are surprised by it, but and my coaches at Kentucky are the first to tell you that, you know, I can shoot the ball. It's just the fact that I didn't really need to.
Willie, by staying in school for 3 years, do you think that helps you come into this process because you maybe have a better idea what your strengths and weaknesses are?
I think just a maturity level, not more of a strength and weakness, because you can change it with work, and that's all the NBA is how much work can you put in to perfect your craft. But I think my upside is like being a little bit older than everybody else through the process. Is like you're more mature, you know how the game works, you've been around, Coach Cal, which he coached in the league, so like he runs his program just like the NBA program. So like I've learned, you have to learn quick, you have to learn the speed of the game, and I think I just got prepared being in an NBA program for 3 years before I got to the NBA.
And Willie, talking about work, and the summer, of course, is legendary for skill development. Is there a specific aspect of your game that you want to improve on this summer, regardless of where you go?
I mean, obviously get better at the stuff I'm already good at. I think, the league is all about, if you're good at one thing and you can perfect it and nobody can stop it, then you're going to excel. So still stay on the stuff that I'm already good at just to perfect it, and then, also get better, one dribble pull-ups, start expanding the game, one dribble pull-ups, ball handling on a string, shooting it uncannily. Like, those are the stuff I'm really working on now. And not saying that I'm going to go in the league and just do one dribble pull-ups and do all this stuff, but I want it in my game just in case. Like, what if I have to do it one time? I'm going to do it one time and do it comfortably,
And here, there's a big need for basket protection, of course, defensively. What do you think you bring to the table there?
That's what I did for 3 years. I mean, that's what all the teams is looking at, really. I mean, they're not looking at the offense, they're not looking at that. That's just a plus. If you can do that, then you become a world-class athlete by playing both sides of the ball.
You talked about your maturity level because you stayed in college for 3 years, and so few guys do that at schools the likes of Kentucky. What was that process like for you, and why did you stay for 3 years?
My first year, I wasn't ready to leave. Athletically, I probably could have left, but mentally, there's no way that I could. I was a kid, 19 years old. You got to be, really, really, really mentally strong to come play with grown men and excel. So those that leave as a freshman, I give a hand clap to them because that's impressive. But in my second year, I broke my ankle, so I wasn't about to come and have to rehabilitate all the way through and get to where I'm at now. So third year was a charm. I felt good. Had a great year. Great mental state. So I think it's time to come.
You're the assets to Tyson Chandler. Who would you compare yourself to in the NBA, or who did you look up to?
I ain't look up to nobody. I don't compare myself to nobody. I think I bring a unique set of skills that they're my skills. I don't compare. I don't watch Tyson Chandler or DeAndre Jordan. I just do what I do, and that's the way I look at it. People compare me to them, but they must see something that they do. But I don't study them like, I'm gonna do that because they do it. No, I'm my own player. I got my own notches on my belt that I'm bringing. So.
Cavs or Warriors?
It's hard. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. It can go either way.
Really, DeMarcus had to deal with this coming through the draft process, but how is the negative on the outside? How do you deal with that? Because you are one of the guys we've talked about and make judgments about.
It's your job. Honestly, I don't really care. I'm the one putting hours and hours of work in. So that everybody else that are, writing about you or, talking, you can't do this, well, come watch me in the gym for an hour and tell me I can't do something. That's the way I feel about it.
Can you be a better rebounder?
Absolutely. You can be better at everything. And one of my, this year, my rebounding went down, but I had Carl Towns, I had Trey Lyles, I had Dakari Johnson, I had, other dudes that, they're world-class athletes too, so, they got to get their boards on. So it was a lot, the amount of minutes I played, that's going to be down. So, and there's a lot of other things that come into it, but I obviously can get, way better at rebounding and get my blocks back up and stuff like that. And also, the blocks thing, I was playing against guards on the perimeter, so, I wasn't being a rim protector this year.
How comfortable are you left hand, right hand? Are you comfortable with both hands? Or
yeah, I can finish the left or right. I worked a lot on my left hand in college, so I think it's equivalent to my right hand. Good.